Alright.
Really sure I know what it is that you're talking about, but it's been ages.
That it
And
has
no, that
been.
is definitely not it. That's on Steam. That's basically just cells evolving.
Oh.
So, yeah. Uh, uh, you put in evolution and you get spore. That's
Eh.
amazing. That's amazing. You go, Steam. You go. The hell is this 8-bit evolution?
There it is. Well, I'm on Firefox.
Yeah. Oh, this is like
Oh.
Evoland. This is Evoland. Only the platformer.
So there's more to it?
Uh, Evoland is an RPG.
Yeah, this is what evolution is. A little.
Evoland is way different. No, no, no.
Oh,
Evoland is
okay.
something way. No, I was talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
There's a game on Steam called 8-bit Evolution,
Oh.
and that's what that game is. It's Evoland. Only it's a platformer instead of an RPG. Evoland's a good game if you've ever got a few time to be able to. I think I finished it in 10 hours.
Oh.
There's a second one that I want to get a hold of, probably on the next sale. But it's hilarious because uh,
That is not what I had in mind.
it's a lot like 8-bit Heroes too. 8-bit Heroes was a good game. I wish I had a copy of that. 8-bit Heroes is kind of a parody of Zelda, like an original Zelda, but it's in a 3D world that's entirely pixelated.
Oh.
So you attack things and they like burst into pixels.
Those
uh,
are
y-
always fun.
it's kind of like got this weird thing like it's supposed to be from an overtop view like the original Legend of Zelda, but you're in like 3.5, so you can see things slightly differently and you can attack things slightly differently. So you are the hero because you have this like vision of being able to see things that nobody else can see.
That's gonna be fun.
It's hilarious. Evoland is let's see. It starts off uh like basically like Game Boy graphics, and you've got your little dude and he's just standing there. And there's a chest on the right. So you click the right button, you open up the chest, and you unlock the ability to go left.
Oh.
And you go left and you unlock the chest and you unlock the ability to go up.
Well, okay, that's a weird way to
It,
go about things.
and that's how they start it. And everything just kind of adds on to that. Like eventually you get the ability to gain XP. You
Oh.
get the ability to collect gold. It is
You
hilarious.
just literally unlock every
You
concept to the
unlock
game.
everything in the game. Like it's the evolution of a game happening right in front of your eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's
Obviously,
hilarious.
you can't progress until you actually do this. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Evo Land. Okay, I see it. $10.
Yeah.
Okay. Final Fantasy 7.
Uh,
I am looking forward to that.
the remake?
Yeah. It looks like it should be. Especially when Cloud has to cross.
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody's just looking forward to, is that get to that
I am not
point.
looking forward to that. I am very much not looking forward to that. Because now we will not have our imaginations to drive us.
So
But
apparently.
of all things that I kind of regret about them doing that is that they're making it's an entirely new game. They're using the same plot, but it's an entirely new game. So it's not really going to get the merit it deserves, and it's going to be looked down upon because it's not the game that's based off of.
True. That's going to be the sad part, that it's going to be judged on what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and Final Fantasy VII has not aged well. It has not.
No.
But it doesn't need to be a new game.
They should have done it sooner than what they.
Well, it's been like in somebody's closet for like ages upon ages.
Exactly. What was it? It was PlayStation 1?
Yeah. Actually, that was the whole issue between them and Nintendo. That was the first reason why they went to PlayStation. Is because, and this is hilarious, Squaresoft calculated that if they would have made the game for the Super Nintendo, it would have been on 38 cartridges.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember. What game theorists talked about that a little bit about that.
I'm not sure if game theorists talk about that, but it was something that came out like way after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, they severed ties with Nintendo and went with this new company that was doing CDs. And they're like, oh, well, we can do this on 3 CDs. And they're like, hell yeah, we need this.
If they really should have done it within the period of at least PlayStation, then there wouldn't be that huge fucking gap. Because the new generation isn't going to give a damn about Final Fantasy VII.
It's not the new generation that's buying it. It's the old generation that's buying it that has this disposable income.
Exactly. They should have just done it with 3. That's just that kind of okay. Yeah, it's not going exactly with it, but not willing to buy a new console, spend $60, and have my nostalgia ruined.
Okay. Final Fantasy's release date is January 31st, 1997. At minimum, it is not going to be out at this year. If, entirely possible, it's going to be December.
Well, of course.
So
it will be Christmas.
It will be 20 years since anybody has actually enjoyed this game.
Yeah.
Of course, you can pick up Final Fantasy VII almost anywhere now. You can play it on your PS3. But it's not the remake.
No.
It's the original.
Yeah, exactly, though. For just the remake,
I'm actually really afraid. I'm really afraid that they will go all out on the DLC. They're going to have a DLC where you can still play Aerith. And people will pay for that. I will pay for that. And I hate that idea.
Oh, well, actually, did you know for the newest Final Fantasy, what is it, 15?
Mm-hmm.
There's an animation for it. Anime for it.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Crunchyroll has just released episode 1.
I would love to show Final Fantasy 13 as an anime. I would love to see that. It plays a lot like a linear story anyways, and it makes a lot of sense. The thing is, people just aren't into the gameplay because it's so drastically different than a lot of other Final Fantasies, so... Which, I liked it. I did. In fact, if people were trying to get into RPGs, that is one I would recommend because it makes a lot of sense. It's really simple, it's streamlined, and there is a lot of depth in the combat. You just need to be able to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I also play that game way too freaking much.
I only made it to disc 2 and up on Final Fantasy VII, but I've always had a hard time with the Final Fantasy games altogether. It was just a thing I always had.
Is it the length? Is it the convoluted story? Is it just
I don't know really. It's
the
the
thing that keeps
grinding.
me in? The thing that keeps me in is the gameplay. One thing that I loved about Final Fantasy VII is, yeah, that game. The one thing that I loved about that is really it was all about buying these items and getting these materia so that you basically grind the materia. You're not caring about your character whatsoever,
Hmm.
but you're grinding your skills, your ability. And that was really cool because you could just swap out a character at any time and be just as effective with that character.
I know. I guess I just had an issue. I have an issue with all grinding games, and I know that certain games that's the point. That's the enjoyment. But after fighting the same monster 20 times, it's God. You know what? Fuck it. But that was something I enjoyed about with um Dot Hack. Is I had my own little team, and it didn't take
mhm,
all that much. I could hop like 10 levels over what I was. And I could succeed. I'd struggle, of course. That's the fun of it.
mhm.
But I like that my team leveled up without me. That I didn't have to keep it in maintenance up on that team.
I see, I see. But then again, that's kind of
Eh,
Final Fantasy V, my favorite Final Fantasy. Like, so, I love this one so much. The story is just weird, silly, and kind of messed up. Not like bad messed up. It's more like, Saturday morning cartoon kind of messed up.
what was Final Fantasy?
But the whole thing about 5 is the whole job system, which is basically you are given a small amount of classes. I think at the first crystal you get 6 classes, and you
Oh
assign
yeah.
each of your 4 characters one of these classes, and they will play these classes until you decide, oh well, I'm just going to switch your job out. And then when you switch your job out, they can be this entirely different class. They can have all of the abilities of that class, but you get to choose one thing from that first class that new class gets.
Oh, that's cool.
So you grind in that game to get the cool abilities from a certain class to be able to put that onto another class.
Actually, that's something that Final Fantasy 14 did. Was if after you get a skill past, I think was like the level 5 or 10.
They run a job system as well.
Oh, I
Yes.
know, and that
It's a little different, but it is
oh,
still a job system.
it's so overwhelming personally for an ADD person. And I've just noticed that Final Fantasy 5 has tentacle porn.
Um, are you sure it's 5 and not 6?
I typed in 5, and I have a dark mage, and I'm not sure what else the other classes are, but I currently have it up on my screen.
Oh, okay, I gotta see this. Well, I'm sure
Yeah, it's
everybody,
5.
all of them have like tentacle porn, but
Well, this just
6
one.
actually has the character that is an octopus.
Oh
So,
no 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 no! This one's going to be violated by snakes.
well, I still have no idea what you're looking at.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at it.
And I'll probably say, "Oh yeah, that's Lena right there. She's just in a black mage." Yeah.
No 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 no! This is what they're fighting. uh, uh, Faraga, Faraga, Faraga.
I still for Firaga is a fire spell.
Oh, okay, that's what they're using against her.
I still I don't know what you're looking
I don't
at.
understand what I'm looking. I'm looking at images. I just typed in FF5, and this is what I get.
Maybe you've just looked at so much porn that Google wants you to see it.
Maybe I don't have my filter changed. But yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
my filter is off, but I do